Hypertrophy experts will tell you that overhead pressing just isn't worth it. And I absolutely agree. For your muscles to grow, all you have to do is take the targeted muscle and push it near failure. And if you are a natural, then it's going to be even more important to push your sets all the way to failure. And any overhead pressing is going to train the lateral and the front head of the delts. Interestingly enough, some of the studies found that it is going to be equally good to train the lateral head with this. And I'm pretty sure you have seen those old-fashioned guys who are only doing overhead presses and they have these big cap delts. That's probably the reason why. And I have done years of standing overhead pressing, and I have to tell you that it is great for everything but hypertrophy. As soon as you sit down, you can press 15 to 25% more weight for more reps. And the reason is pretty simple: bracing. As soon as that's out of the way, you can focus on getting the targeted muscle near failure or all the way to failure. And yes, you can do the standing as well, but if you are serious about your shoulder growth, you are going to do it sitting. And that is the big secret for getting capped big shoulders, and that there is no secret. No secret exercises like Egyptian lateral raise, incline bench lateral raise, behind the back lateral raise. All you have to do is get brutally strong at overhead pressing and here and there sprinkle in some lateral raises. And it can be a cable or a dumbbell. And another secret or myth is that if you are pushing with your elbows flared out to the side or behind your neck, it is somehow going to cause shoulder cancer, but this is not true at all. As long as your elbow doesn't shoot back and you can keep it somehow rotated forward, you're not going to experience any kind of pain. And this rotation is often weak, especially on one side. And this is why people experience pain only on that weaker side. And it's only because we are not symmetrical, just by nature. But you can always play around it by keeping your elbow in an angle front of your body. Let's call it the scapular plane. But this doesn't guarantee that you are going to be pain-free. For that, you need to fix your shit. And you also hear people saying, oh, the front delts are already overdeveloped from all the pushing exercises. But is it really overdeveloped, or is it even developed? Like, you see, if you're doing a bench press, you are doing it to target your chest. So your intention is to stimulate and grow your chest and not your shoulder. So, in my opinion, doing overhead work is a must. The dumbbell variation is good. Of course, it is going to require a lot of stability, but you can 100% take this exercise all the way to failure. And I usually set the bench angle just below vertical because you would naturally want to arch, but with this setup, you can get that out of the way. And people seem to bash anything that's machine, even though the machines tend to be superior over the barbell variation just because of stability. You can literally use any shoulder pressing machine. Just set the seat height so then the handles are coming all the way to your shoulder so you get the full range of motion. I promise you, if you max out the machine in the 5 to 9 rep ranges, your shoulders are never going to disappoint you. And I also love the barbell seated overhead pressing because it is fun. It is nothing special, it is just fun. And the same applies here. I set the bench angle so it's just below vertical, and it doesn't matter if you are flaring your elbows out to the side or you are keeping it in the scapular plane. As long as you can progress the weight and you don't experience any pain, it's good. There is no secret. Just get really strong at overhead pressing and get lean enough so you can see your shoulders, because you can have the biggest shoulder in the world. If you are not lean enough, they are never going to be kept just because of their attachment to the side. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Talk to you soon.